Folks, I want to welcome everybody here tonight. You don't know what a privilege it is for us to have you all here as our guests in Owensboro, Kentucky. And you don't know how great it is for you all to be able to be here, because you're about to hear one of the best training sessions that you will ever hear in any of the organizations that you've ever been a part of. Dr. Ross is one of the best mentors. He's one of the best friends that I've ever had in my life, and I am thrilled that we can all be here tonight to listen to him. So let's just go ahead and get started, and let's give Dr. Ross a great round of applause. Dr. Ross.
Thank you, Randall. Boy, what a group. What a group. You know, this is amazing. Y'all know we are from all over the country. Isn't that tremendous? I mean, Ed and Pam from up there in Ohio to Ralph, Steve. Oh, what a group of people we got here. Bowling Green, Indiana, Beaver Dam, Kentucky. That's me. But we're so happy to have you. And I want to start off with a couple of things. There's a few principles we've got to know about and other things as we get started. The first thing I want everybody to know is that I've never had an original thought. I didn't need that. Ed did this to me the last time. The first time I ever saw the man, he fell out of his chair twice. I was giving a business presentation, and he thought it was funny, but he did join, and I like that. Told me I should rename my whole presentation. Told me it ought to be the Dr. J Comedy Hour. That's what that man said right there. But anyway, I haven't. I've never had an original thought. I thought I had one time, Jen. And then I read a book that was written before I was born, and there was my original thought. So I really hadn't had one. So all the stuff that I'm going to share with y'all tonight, it's stuff that I've read, I've heard, somebody else has told me, I've seen it work, whatever. And so I'm making a point of that, because that's what we're here to do tonight, is to learn from each other. Okay, we're going to learn from each other. I thoroughly believe that if I can teach each of you to lie, cheat, and steal, I can make you rich. I'm serious. I think if you can learn to lie, cheat, and steal, Barb, you got to learn to lie awake at night and dream about how you're going to work this business better than you've ever done it before in your life. Okay, you got to do that. So I got you lying. If I can get you cheating, you got to cheat some time out of every day of your life, and you use it to work this business. Okay, treat this business very seriously. We're going to hear about that in a moment from some other folks. So I got you lying, I got you cheating. If I can just get you to steal, I think we got it, Sarah. You steal everything good from me or from Troy or Jim or anybody. You steal from us, and you use that yourself. Now, Jen decides she's going to say something I've said. You got to give me credit the first 4 times you say it. After that's yours. Okay? So just say, hey, this is my thought. So that's what I think we want to make sure we're doing tonight, because we're trying to teach each other. We're teachers of teachers. That's all we are. And here's how I do. She's a teacher. Hey, here's Annette. She's a teacher. That's why these people can do this business so well. They're already teachers. You've been teaching 100 and how many years? It doesn't matter. But she's been teaching a long time and very successful at it. Okay, so if we can help her teach others how to do what we're doing, hey, guess who's successful? You and the others. And I think that's so wonderful. So we're teachers of teachers. So I'm going to try to teach Pam what I know about this company. Then I'm going to support her as best I can. And then we're going to grow together. And then our wolf pack that we're kind of forming, the DrJWolfPack. And you're going to hear about that tonight. You're going to hear about it all for a long time to come, because we're part of that. And we're going to work together and share together, and we're going to grow together as we do that. So tonight is not so much about what does it take to become a district marketing director. I'm kind of hoping you guys know that, although we will run over that. And we've got to be specific about what we're doing, and you must understand that. So that's part of the nuts and bolts. But tonight, what we're going to do in this training, and we're going to have some great people share with you, and we're going to learn and gain from each other. We're going to make sure we all know how to go out and become what? One of those 1,000 multimillionaires that the founders of this company have guaranteed that they are going to allow to become. Now, I've got to ask a question right now. Pay attention. No trick questions. Pay attention. You start as a manager, Qualified manager, district marketing director. I thought that was a dentist for a while. It's not. District marketing director, executive marketing director, national marketing director, vice president, and president. How many presidential directors do I have in this room? Would you please raise your hand? Get up there, kids. Get up there, kids. Get up there, kids. Every one of you should be raising your hand. Most of you did. That's good. You just haven't gotten there yet, Scott. But you're going to be there. Isn't that tremendous? So we all have the potential to do this. We all have the potential to be a presidential director. I happen to know this is a very large income. It's a very large income to be at the vice president level. Joy, you want to be there, hon. You want to get there. How old are you? 25. I'd probably kill to be 25 again, right? But I'm not sure, but I'd beat you pretty hard. Anyway, because, gosh, I'll be 70 in August. Is that next month? Okay. And in 2 years, after having started this, I started last September. In 2 years, I've changed, in 1 year, in 10 months, we've changed our lives drastically. What are we going to do in 2 years? We're not going to stop. See, we're not going to stop. It's not the dog in the fight that counts. It's the fight in the dog. Okay? Look at Slim behind you. I mean, hello. And yet Slim is racing up this ladder so successfully because he's doing the right things. He's doing what we're going to talk about doing tonight. Now, let me move on, just a minute, because somebody threw this down here and it's got to be up here. As a surgeon, I don't lose any blood. I don't allow that. I hate blood. I hate urine. Don't like water real well. It's kind of hard to watch me operate. But anyway, it's got to be right. Now then, 3 things that I learned from Charlie Jones. He's dead now. The 3 things that will determine the end product of your lives. It's going to be the what? Books you read, people you know, and your attitudes. Okay? 3 things. These are principles. These are principles that will always be true. Always be true. Who thinks if I drop this book, it's going up or down? Who buys down? Because you believe in gravity. Is that right? Now, what if Lisa doesn't believe in gravity? Me and her don't believe that. So, missed it. We missed that time. Okay, now how many times do you want me to do this before me and you decide maybe gravity is real? Understand? So you can count on gravity every time. Okay, well, guess what else you can count on every time? You can count on the principles we're going to talk about here tonight every time. Every time. They always work. So what your mind can conceive and believe you can achieve if you have a method whereby you can do it, and if you will simply do it. You've got to give an effort. As you've heard me say other times, there's no free lunch, and I've never seen anywhere except one place where success comes before work. That's the dictionary. You teachers, it always does. That S is W, okay? But otherwise, work must precede success every time. We've got to work.